It's okay. I just got a shower and I'm like, just to get a shower sometimes is like.
That's what I just want to do. That's good enough. You can sit on a chair if you want. You're not uncomfortable. Just like.
This is fine. I'm good. Just gonna let my feet hang every now and then.
Really? That's weird.
Well, I can do some of my exercises too while I'm in here. Sure. I can't believe I'm like 90. What was I? 94 pounds?
You're 96. Now you're 94.
Not good. Not good. Not
God, feed you, girl.
I think because I'm like walking around and doing my exercises, I'm losing the weight. So I have to like talk to my physical therapist and be like, yo, now I'm doing all this exercise. I'm losing the weight. I'm supposed to be gaining the weight. Not a problem.
Like, what is wrong with him?
I think because I'm toning up instead of. Am I alive today or dead today?
Huh?
Am I alive today or dead today?
You're okay. He's like, huh? Waiting for it.
Because my blood pressure is like it's so low. They're like, wait a minute. Says you're like close to death. Did that a lot at the rehab. I'm like, well, I went to PT, OT, stand-up class, balance class, and by the time you come in, I'm dead. Good luck with that.
Patty should be in, okay?
Okay.
She's next door.
Did you want me to finish that?
No.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
microphone have been permanently disabled.
Sleep. Remember when it welcomed you like a friend? Then it became more elusive. But why? When you have insomnia, it may affect the wake neurotransmitters in your brain, disrupting your wake and sleep messages. Belsomra is a prescription medicine for adults who have trouble falling or staying asleep. Belsomra is thought to help turn down wake messages by targeting and inhibiting the action of orexin, a neurotransmitter that plays a central role in sending wake messages. Only Belsomra works this way.
Do not take Belsomra if you have narcolepsy. When taking Belsomra, don't drive or operate heavy machinery until you feel fully awake. Walking, eating, driving, or engaging in other activities while asleep without remembering it the next day have been reported. Belsomra should not be taken together with alcohol. Abnormal behaviors may include aggressiveness, confusion, agitation, or hallucinations. The temporary inability to move while falling asleep or waking up and temporary leg weakness have also been reported. In depressed patients, worsening depression including risk of suicide may occur. Alcohol may increase these risks. Side effects include next-day drowsiness.
Sleep. Your insomnia is as individual as you are, and medicines work differently for different people, so Belsomra comes in multiple strengths. Tell your doctor if you're still not sleeping well, and if the current dose is well tolerated, your doctor may increase it. If you're prescribed Belsomra, talk to your doctor or visit our website to learn about a free trial offer, so you and your doctor can find the right dose for you. Ask about Belsomra.
Are you bored with the same old chicken recipes night after night? Do you love cheesy chicken parmesan but worry that it can't possibly be good for you? Hi, I'm Liz Weiss, and for my chicken dinner makeover, I take traditional chicken parmesan and slim it down without losing the big indulgent flavors. We're going to begin with boneless, skinless chicken breast. I like to season it with salt and pepper, and I'm using 5-ounce portions, and I've taken a meat mallet, or you can use a heavy saucepan, and just pound it until it gets nice and thin. And then to coat the chicken, this is so easy. All you do is coat both sides with all-purpose flour. This is just a 1/4 cup of flour. And then you dip that in an egg. This is 1 large egg that I whisked together with a tablespoon of water. And then this is the best part. This is your coating. This is 3/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Those are light, fluffy Japanese-style breadcrumbs. A 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. And flaxseed's going to add some nice fiber and some good, healthy omega-3 fats. So into a skillet this goes. I've got olive oil in the bottom of my skillet. I'm working in batches. If you have a large skillet, you can do all 4 chicken breasts at the same time. And we're going to cook this chicken until it's crispy and golden brown on both sides. And that's about 2 minutes per side. And once that's done, just go ahead and transfer your chicken to a large baking sheet. Top each boneless, skinless chicken breast with pasta sauce, shredded part-skim mozzarella cheese, and then into the oven it goes at 375 for about 7 minutes until the chicken is cooked through and that cheese is nice and melted. So my chicken is done, the cheese is melted, and thanks to this part-skim mozzarella cheese, my chicken cutlets are a lot leaner than what you're going to find in a restaurant. And then we're just going to top it, finish it off with some fresh chopped basil. My chicken parmesan is rich, flavorful, and it's good for you. For Meal Makeovers, I'm Liz Weiss. to be a simpler, more natural product compared to margarine, which I picture as being overly processed.
The butter versus margarine battle. It's been churning for decades. 20 or 30 years ago, the standard advice was to ditch the butter and go for margarine instead. Today we often hear that butter may be better. But is it really? Well, it all depends on the type of margarine you're comparing it to. Butter has gotten a bad rap because it's relatively high in saturated fat. Margarine, which is made from vegetable oils, is lower in saturated fat. But the process of converting these oils into solids can result in trans fats, which are thought to be even worse for us than saturated fat. Research shows that people who eat the most margarine, whether on their bread or in foods like cookies and pies, have a higher risk of heart disease. A possible reason is that margarine lowers HDL, so-called good cholesterol. When researchers directly compared butter to various types of margarine, the big loser was stick margarine. Overall, it was found to be even worse for subjects' cholesterol levels than butter. The winners were soft and semi-liquid margarines, which were more helpful than butter. When buying margarine, check labels. Look for brands with zero trans fat and no partially hydrogenated oil. If you prefer butter, go with one that has the lowest amount of saturated fat. Better yet, avoid both butter and margarine whenever possible. Instead of spreading them on your bread, try dipping the bread lightly in some olive oil. It's a better way to keep those arteries smooth as butter. Helping you be a healthy skeptic, I'm Robert Davis.
Kind of cool. But let's see what else is going on in my doctor's office.
Hi, I'm Joe Decker, world's fittest man. Learning to walk sounds like lessons for a baby, but master the proper techniques and it can be a very effective workout for adults. It takes some time, but with practice, you'll find that you've done correctly, it can be very beneficial. First off, be sure to walk heel to toe with shorter strides. Those are easier on the joints. Swinging your arms will give you a better aerobic workout as well. Walk briskly, as if you were late for an appointment. Breathe freely as you move, but not so fast that you can't talk. When it comes to speed, use a talk test. You should be able to walk and talk at the same time. It's okay to be a little winded, but if you find yourself having trouble catching your breath, it may be time to slow down. And don't hide from a challenge. Hills help push your leg muscles even more, and adding a weight belt to the mix will make the workout even harder. If you want to firm the upper body and arms more, try some hand weights. Ideally, you should aim for at least 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week. If your schedule is tight, you can accrue those 30 minutes in 10-minute sessions throughout the day.
great way to get it in and release some stress as well. While you're out here, why not work in some exercises for your upper and your lower body? The great thing about these exercises is no special equipment is required. All you need to do is stop at the closest park bench. The first exercise we're going to do is a squat. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart, hands on your hips. Begin by lowering yourself toward the bench. Keep your chest lifted, stomach pulled in, body weight in the heels of your feet, and try not to let your knees go over your toes. Lower yourself closer to the bench, and then stand back up. If you're only able to go down halfway, that's fine as well. The next exercise we're going to do is the push-up. Start by standing behind the bench. Place your arms nice and wide on top of it. Take 2 steps back so that your body weight is now in your lower and your upper body. Begin by lowering yourself down toward the bench, keeping your chest lifted and your stomach pulled in. Once your chest is parallel to the bench, go ahead and push yourself back up. You should repeat this exercise and the squat anywhere from 12 to 15 times. Before you start an exercise program, check with your doctor. Remember, no matter how busy you are, you can fit exercise into your day. Keeping you in the motion zone, I'm exercise physiologist Colleen Seringer.
Hi, I'm Joe Decker, the world's fittest man. Most people think that stretching before activity helps prevent injuries and reduce soreness. However, studies done on stretching before haven't really proved any benefit. In fact, some studies have shown that stretching before can actually hurt athletic performance. But while the jury's still out on stretching before exercise, there is evidence that shows that stretching on a regular basis can be beneficial. So here are some tips on how to stretch. Never bounce when stretching. Your movement should be gentle, slow, and controlled. Be fair to all muscles too. Always stretch opposing muscle groups, such as biceps and triceps, or quads and hamstrings. Stretching just one group may cause an imbalance that can actually decrease flexibility. As far as timing goes, you want to ease into the stretch and hold it for about 15 to 30 seconds. Make sure you don't hold your breath. You want to breathe slowly and deeply to release any tension that you have and never stretch to the point of pain. Many experts say that time spent stretching before exercise would be better spent warming up in other ways. That means doing an activity for 5 to 10 minutes at a lower intensity, walking at a slower pace, for example. Taking the time to warm up and keeping your muscles loose will help you to a safer, more effective workout. I'm Joe Decker, keeping you in the motion zone.
Okay, back down. Okay, they should be in any time. Just sitting here waiting. Okay. I guess I should do my exercises. Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay. How did you survive the knee surgery?
Survived it.
It's an interesting bandage.
This is actually Kinesio tape.
What's it called?
Kinesio.
Kinesio.
Yes, and it actually works. People don't think it does, but it actually does. It takes the swelling inflammation down.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it cool?
It is cool. I've never seen it, actually.
There, you can get a physical therapy.
Oh. Is that who put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder how it does that. It doesn't look like it's all that tight, but...
It's really not, but
like
it...
a hand.
He puts it on different ways, but it's to take like the bruising, it pulls the skin up so that way fluid can get through,
Uh-huh.
and the circulation
Okay.
through the arthritis. It's really interesting.
Wow. It doesn't look real bruised. It looks like you've had it longer than in June. It looks like you had it maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
I know, isn't it great?
Yeah, I'm feeling really well.
And
Considering you're like on immune suppressants, right?
Yes.
Let's see what you're on.
Well, before I went into surgery, I went off all my meds.
Okay. Just for how long?
For the surgery, and then I went back on, they put me on Celebrex.
Okay.
My surgeon did,
Okay.
and rehab. And then they put me on oxycodone and tramadol.
Okay.
I'm out of the tramadol, and I still have oxy left.
And what date was the surgery?
June 9th.
Okay. And do you see them again?
My surgeon?
Yeah.
Yep, because I got to get the other one done.
Okay. When's that?
As soon as I can get this leg to go up the stairs, and so that way I can get in my house comfortably.
Okay. When does PT predict that? Or do you not really know?
We really don't know at this point. It depends on my flare-ups and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
So,
Was it an outpatient thing? Or were you in the hospital overnight?
For the rehab, I was in rehab for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
2 to 3
inpatient
weeks.
rehab.
Yes.
Okay.
I had, which is really good because they busted my butt. I had, first thing in the morning, I had quick eat breakfast, talk to the doctors while I'm eating breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you have to go, while you're eating breakfast, the doctor's going in and out. Next thing you know, my OT person comes in to help you get dressed, do what you need to do. Then she takes you down to the gym. Right after that, for like 2 hours, I'm down there for like 2 to 3 hours sometimes. Then right after that, then I shoot over to go to stand-in class. Then I go back to my room to eat, quick eat. Then I got balance class and then physical therapy. My balance class was like an hour to 2 hours.
Wow.
And then I had this is Monday to Friday schedule.
This is no hotel stay.
This is no hotel stay. And we had, then I went to physical therapy after that. So in between, I'm trying to ice it and the whole 9 yards. And then on top of that, I'm trying to eat. They wanted me to work the CPM machine for 4 hours, like, a day. Like, an hour, and then they wouldn't do it. And then I said, there's no way I can do 4 hours a day. My leg, I'm dying.
You need to just let it rest while you're in bed. Just let it go.
Then I was like, then I did it. I said I did it an hour. Then they said they want it 4 times a day. I was like, have you seen my schedule?
When?
When would you like me to put it on? When I'm in the middle of walking? Standing? When would you like me to lay there?
Like when you're sleeping.
It was like, I was so exhausted.
Wow.
Every night. I was like, and I told them to wake me up for my pain meds because that's just gotta be.
Wow.
And then I had to get a blood transfusion while I was at rehab.
Why?
Because it took a lot. I lost a lot of blood, and I couldn't kick back because I was tired and exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent the whole day trying to like poke my arm because my veins kept blowing. They called the ambulance dude, the manager, Top Gun, and then it took him 5 tries to get it, and then we finally got it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get the blood transfusion.
Wow. Where'd you go? What rehab?
Hershey.
The inpatient Hershey there on
Mhm.
39. Okay.
Oh my God, I loved it there. It's just they kicked my butt. I'm like, dude, sleep.
So what kind of? So you have a replace? It's totally replaced.
Total replaced.
Okay. I can't believe you're up for another one.
I push myself really hard because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
You can't I don't rest really. Like when I'm in bed, I'm still doing exercises. If I don't feel good, I'm still doing my bed exercises. And I'm like, I have my therapist phone numbers. I'm like, I am cell number, and I'm like, I am so sore. I am